Hello world, it's midday UK time on Sunday the 30th of June 2013. We're at the halfway point of this year. The moon's in the middle of Aries, exactly conjunct Uranus. There's a lot of big patterns going on in the sky, so I thought I'd use this time to try and give an ongoing summary of where we are in terms of my becoming typical Sunday sermons. I'll try not to ramble, bear with me. Let's get clear on one of the two more minor aspects at the moment. Venus and the asteroid Ceres, although together at the very start of Leo, they're out of it. We're not really looking at them as being part of the big picture. Admittedly, Venus in the sky at the moment is squaring Saturn and will be for the next 3 or 4 days, but in the big picture, this is a relatively minor aspect. The coming week, we have the Sun in the sky opposing Pluto in about a day and a half's time. We have the Sun in the sky squaring Uranus in about 3.5 to 4 days' time. And this is really lighting up the ongoing Uranus-Pluto square. It's actually seeding some changes that are going to be ongoing for the long-term future. But I don't believe that these seeds are actually showing above the surface yet. For that, we have to wait for a few more weeks. In the meantime, the Sun being opposite Pluto and squaring Uranus is actually imbuing and planting these seeds with life force and life energy. There seems to be a surge imminent in the force of youth. And I'm not just talking about Brazil and Turkey and Egypt. It's becoming endemic. In the background, over the coming couple of weeks, the major force for change is being pushed by the ongoing grand trine between Jupiter, Saturn and Neptune. This is a phenomenon that only happens for about 1 month. I've seen it once or twice before over the last 60 years. It's rare, very rare. And it brings with it the opportunity for balance between Jupiter and Saturn, no excess but neither undercutting, finding true value. Saturn working with Neptune, bringing structure into the imagination. Jupiter working well with Neptune, bringing the belief and the emergence of a new philosophy based on a more artistic, more spiritual, more compassionate and more intuitive philosophy. And with Neptune exercising its visionary qualities on Saturn's capacity for structuring society, and Neptune trining Jupiter, giving it inspired hope in its new sign of Cancer, I see this as an extremely formative time right now and for the coming week or two, in terms of the emergence of new doctrines, new philosophies, new opinions, attitudes, ideas, which will gradually turn into words and turn into actions over the coming weeks and months. But now at the midpoint of the year, well, the Sun is starting this process. We've spent months getting faster and faster, more and more intense and extreme, more and more compulsive and compulsive, obsessive, and we've reached that point now where it's do or die. And metaphorically speaking, the next few weeks are the eye of the needle. It is the alchemist crucible. It is the point of transcendence. And once we emerge through this kind of nexus point, there will be a gradually emerging form of clarity, which many will probably mistake for enlightenment or transformation, but it's ongoing. Thing is, right now, we can't see it. We're in it. We are in that intangible point of time, and because Mercury is retrograde, there's going to be a lot of shouting. There's going to be a lot of posturing over the coming week. Now, those that are getting affected, particularly, there's only a relative few, but they're acting as a kind of launch point for the rest of the world. There's certain birthdays that are getting affected. Right. Firstly, the Uranus-Pluto square is continuing to affect those people born at the very beginning of July, January, October and April, and the very end, the last couple of days of March, June, September and December. This is ongoing, but being particularly accented as you are at birthday time. Fine. In the immediate short term, those people born a very few days, 2 to 3 days after solstice and equinox, at the very start of Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. Jupiter's hitting you big time this week, so don't buy into the hype and spin, otherwise you're going to repeat mistakes from 4 or 5 years ago. Perhaps those Cancerians might do a little bit better than the others, but nevertheless. People born in the first 3 or 4 days, 4 or 5 days of Scorpio and Pisces, as well as Cancer, you're in a good space. But the ones who are being really affected, I suggest, are the ones born perhaps from the 11th through to the 17th, 18th of June, December, March and September. And these are the people whom Mars is going to affect. Now, to summarise this, looking at it from the past, it does seem that the coming few weeks are in many ways going to summarise a lot of baggage which has been going on since at the very least 2008. And I'm doing a lot of work at the moment now relating to August 1999. And this is part of the bigger picture as well. So I'm going to be looking at that shortly as well. And if I don't, please kick me. Right now it's Mercury retrograde. You can't hope to control the way you're going forward. What you can do is concentrate on flowing with the go and staying upright. 3 weeks time, different story. Right, one last point. For those of you in central London or London area or travelling through London next weekend, I'm at Treadwell's giving readings to members of the public and existing clients. And at the time of recording this Sunday, 1 week before, I've still got 3 slots left on one day, 4 slots left on another, and 4 slots left on the third. So if you're interested in seeing me face to face next week in central London, at this time I've still got slots left. Okay, catch you later. Have a great time. See you tomorrow. Bye.